Let's talk about the food and the role it plays in our culture.
I mean, food is just such an important part. I think some of the things that make me just joyful, if I smell some boiled shrimp and a little beer, I instantly think of my grandfather and I think of his club. So it evokes memories. It's just different dishes that, I can remember making with my grandparents, with my mother, with my daddy. And then it's just important to me, like my nonprofit that I have. It's called the Gullah Heritage Kitchen.
Gullah Heritage Kitchen.
Yes,
I like that.
That is it. And, my tagline is creating a greater space for representation. And what I want to do is I want for other people who look like us to be able to not always be in the back of the kitchen, but to own the kitchen. And I would love for everyone to, if you're in your garden, start selling some of the stuff from your garden. You can be a grower. Why don't we have different ways that people can make money from their own backyard gardens? We can become growers, we can become suppliers. We need Black farmers. It's all about land ownership. And I just feel like that is one of the things that we need to look at, land ownership that will help us garden, that will help us economically, and can, help for future generations.
Food has just been so integral to every part of our lives. I'm
Yes.
always curious about where you're from and where your people from, because that tells so much about who you are. And so then we can take those, like red rice. That's one of my favorite ways to identify where actually Gullah Geechee territory is, because you can map it all day long. But y'all eat red rice where you at? If not, then that's probably not Gullah Geechee, in its heritage. But as we know too, so food tells a story in our culture, or in all cultures. But red rice is an offshoot of jollof rice, which is just like jambalaya down in the Gulf. You have all of these variations on practically the same dish. It's just where we are, we make one with our environment, and we're gonna use what we got, and we're gonna make it do what it do.
Wow, I love this so much.